Hello, love. Welcome to episode one of Beautifully Imbalanced. I am DaShay Carter, and all right, let me get situated. Let me get comfortable. So this first video is just going to be a little background about me, a little bit about where the name comes from, what the podcast is going to be about, and the question that everyone keeps asking: will there be guests? Um, so let's get into it. Look, y'all, DaShay can ramble on, so I got notes like little bullet points here to keep me going. So if I keep looking over here, that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure that I'm staying on track so I can hit you with the facts. So let's go. I am DaShay Carter. I am a mother of two. I am an entrepreneur, a model, and a student. I'm currently studying psychology. I have my AA and I'm going for my master's so that I can have the credentials of a marriage and family therapist. I love relationships, I love learning about them. Um, and I love learning about um, my relationship with myself and the way the mind works and emotions and all the. I have been on my self-love journey for about 4 years. Um, and I have used many different techniques to help me get to where I am today. And I'm smiling because I literally had a session with my therapist, I want to say 2, 3 weeks ago. And she was like, "You are not the person that you were when I first met you." And I was just like the highest praise for me because I'm not. And seeing that growth and feeling it and hearing it from her, it's just amazing. So, I am here on this podcast to help guide some of you into your self love journey or help you on one of your hiccups or just something you may be struggling with that I've already overcame. Um, and just, I really just like to teach through my story, um, and really just like to encourage people that no matter what has happened to us, no matter what has come our way, no matter what gets in our way, we can still achieve our goals. We are still worthy of success and we are still worthy of love and respect and honesty. And so that is my mission. So let's get into um, what is beautifully imbalanced? What is that? Sounds crazy. So I had started following Chris Doe on YouTube. And let me tell y'all, I was like, when podcasting first got real popular, I was like, who is watching these things for an hour? But it's because I wasn't finding the right podcast. I can sit and watch Chris Doe all day, okay? And so it's just so much knowledge, but also it's like, to me, I like the way he speaks, and like I said, I like how honest he is. I like that he tries to pull their shadow self out of them, break the mask. And so I think that because that's something that I had been struggling with on my self love journey, I really connected with that. And because he relates it to your business, it was really powerful for me. So here we are. He has this practice, and you write down all the negative things. This is lower on my list, so I don't know if I wanted to do this early, but hey, here we are. Um, so he says, in a nutshell, I'm not. This is just me saying it in a nutshell. I'll find his video and y'all can watch it. But, anyways, you write down the negative things you think about yourself, and the negative things that people say about you, those kind of things, and then you pick one and you pair it with a positive. Now, now I'll get into me, right? So, one, I do have PCOS. So, I have a hormone imbalance, which can cause all sorts of things like headaches, hot flashes, mood swings, um, irritability, anxiety, depression, all of those things. Um, weight gain, all of the things. Okay, so there's one: physical, emotional imbalance. I do have mental health because of trauma. I have mental health issues because of trauma. So I do have PTSD and depression. Um, and so there's another imbalance. My plate is always full because I am a model, an entrepreneur, a mom, a student. My plate is always full. Um, and I usually I talk really fast and I'm like high energy, especially if I'm excited. Okay. So if you know me, you know. Okay. And if you've ever heard my plan for life, you're like, bitch, pick one. I don't even know if you can say that on here. So YouTube, just tell me to bleep it out. Don't take my video down. Anyways, but I always find that like anytime I tell people my vision, anytime I tell people my goals, or even if they're like just following me on social media and they see that I have all these different pages, they're like, pick one. And I'm like, honey, you don't need to see the vision. You can either support me or not, but I am more than just this one person. Um, and so there's another like little imbalance. And so for me, um, I find it beautiful. I find it as a way of now accepting every part of me, um, accepting the parts of me that can be perceived as dark. Because mood swings, that's not a fun thing. Um, and mental health is not a fun thing, but it's something that a lot of us live with. And I feel like sometimes we set ourselves apart like there's something wrong with us. Honey, ain't nothing wrong with you. Okay. This is your body's response to things that have happened to you. This is your body's way of trying to protect you. And so I've learned to embrace it and accept it. And so that is where beautifully imbalanced has come from. And that kind of shows you a little bit about what we're going to be talking about in this podcast, the different topics, the different, stories that you will hear from me. Because I got some stories, honey. Okay. Um, so there's that. These are going to be very raw. You see, I ain't got no makeup on. There's a basic hair. I got my favorite shirt on. This is my brand. Ow. Um, and I don't do a lot of editing. I don't take out all the ums and the and the pauses. I like to leave that in there. For me, I like to hear the human because we're surrounded by so much fake stuff, so much editing, filters. I'm gonna take this picture and it looks like I'm here, but I'm really not there. There's a lot of phony stuff that we see on the internet all the time. And I want to be raw. I want to share my struggles and my story so that I can help others. And I feel like you can't help others by being fake. And so this is my stance. And I thought this video was going to be longer, but it's only going to be about 9 to 10 minutes. So if you have any questions about the brand, any questions about Beautifully Imbalanced, any questions about PCOS, PTSD, anxiety, depression, how I deal with those things, how I heal my PCOS naturally. Actually, everything I do is natural. I don't take antidepressants. Um, I don't take any pills or anything like that for my mental health. I do everything natural. And so we're going to dive more into that more individually so it's easier, so it's not so broad in these videos. We're also going to talk about relationships and your relationship. The biggest relationship we will be talking about is your relationship to yourself. Um, I am a self love advocate and I have unlocked so much about myself, and so many doors have opened from me just being myself. And it's hard. It's hard in this world. It's hard, from the pressures of society and friends and family and your significant other. There's so many pressures, and I found myself doing it like without even realizing it. Like, oh, they don't like that part of me, so I'm just gonna, I'll just tuck that away for right now. And then it just became a habit, and then before you know it, I was just who they wanted me to be, but I wasn't my whole self. And we all do it, and so. Um, This is for that crowd who needs to come out of that. So that is it for now. And I will see you guys next time. I have a closeout that I had written down that was supposed to be so powerful, but I don't remember what it was. But just always remember how worthy you are, because you are. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of loyalty. You are worthy of respect. So, as I reviewed the video, I realized that I never told you guys if I was going to have guests or if y'all was just gonna be listening to me all the time. So let's talk about that. I will have guests. I will have people that I consider experts or that I look up to, or advice that I would take, people who give advice that I would take. Um, there's this quote that floats around, so I'm not gonna try to claim it as my own, but basically, is it's like, don't take advice from someone who isn't on the level of success that you would want to be on. And there are a handful of people in my life who they're on theirs, we're all on our self-love journey, but I see their progress, I see their growth, I see how their self-love has benefited them, and I can learn from them, and I have learned from them. And there's very few people that I trust with advice, that are not my therapist, and these are people that I would trust. So um, I will bring on certain people like that, um, for episodes. And generally, these episodes are probably going to be, the ones by myself are probably going to be, let's say, 5 to 30 minutes long. But the ones with the guest will be longer, because, I got to talk and they got to talk and we all talking. Um, so that's the idea. Now, I do want to say this because I'm a little insecure about it. I'm gonna be honest. This is the aesthetics will come, but right now the message is here. And I didn't want to keep sitting on my message because the aesthetics aren't right. Eventually, it's going to be looking some type of way. But right now, I just want to present the message that I have in me, because the thing is, as I grow and learn, I'm going to have more messages for you guys. So I want to share the stuff that I've already learned, the stuff that I'm currently learning, because as I keep continuing on this journey, continuing being a mom, continuing being an entrepreneur, a model, a business consultant, like all the things that I'm learning, I'm learning every day. So there's always something for me to learn, to teach. So I want to get the stuff that I have already learned, the stuff that I've already applied to my life, and share that with you now. And like I said, the aesthetics will come, but the message is here. So that is it. Now I'm finally done. Okay. Episode 1 is done. Okay. I won't come back. Wrap it up. All right. So remember, always, always, always remember that you are worthy always. And that is it for now. I'll see you on the next one.